Today, I want to go over what are 3 soft skills that someone could have that will help them be successful starting out in a trade. First off, what is a soft skill? I previously made a video talking about 3 hard skills someone could have that would help them get started in a blue collar career pathway, like being able to read a tape measure, being able to read blueprints, be able to tie knots, be able to do basic math, were some of the core basic hard skills someone could have that would help them be successful. For soft skills, there are a handful of soft skills, and I've narrowed them down to roughly 7, but I'm going to give you the top 3 most important ones, and then I'll throw in a few extras as well. This is a collaboration of not just what I think, but what many other professionals in the trade think as well, as far as having soft skills for someone just starting out that is going to help them be successful, help them on their journey through a trade. Let's hop into what is a soft skill. So unlike a hard skill, which a hard skill is a measurable skill that can be taught through training or certification courses and things like that, being able to learn and read a tape measure is a hard skill that you can develop. It can be taught to you. Now, a soft skill are more behavioral or interpersonal skills like communication that you can be taught, but they're not formally taught to someone for the most part. It's some things that you can acquire and develop over time. Soft skills will relate to how you can effectively interact with people and other things and handle situations. Soft skills can be taught and they can be learned in ways like I was mentioning a little bit earlier. You can develop these interpersonal skills through lessons of communication, active listening, resolving conflicts, and more. Now you may be wondering, well, why are soft skills important? The fact of the matter is, how you communicate and how you act around other people can be crucially important for you being successful in any area of work. It doesn't matter if you're working in a trade, an office building. How you interact with people is crucially important. Especially working in the trades, a lot of the times you're working at least with another person. In the lineman trade, you're on a 4-man crew, you and 3 other guys. In the electrician world, you may be working one-on-one, you as an apprentice with a journeyman electrician. If you're working as an iron worker, you're working with other people as a crew. You're working with guys day in and day out. So it's important to be able to have these interpersonal interaction skills, communication, and things to be able to handle situations when things arise. The big thing about it is trust is developed through positive interactions and relationships. Productivity increases significantly in areas where soft skills flourish. Being able to have soft skills, if everybody on a crew has soft skills that intertwine and interact with each other, and the crew culture is positive and the vibes are really good and everyone's positive and in a good mood, for the most part, communication is good, productivity is going to be through the roof. Just the fact of the matter, versus having a crew or working with guys who are negative all the time. They don't have very good positive interactions and their mood is always down and in the dirt. It just causes a whole culture crew to just be into the dirt, and then productivity goes down and no one has fun at work. And who wants that? Being able to have soft skills are going to be significantly important for you, especially starting out. You don't want to be the guy without the good soft skills. You might as well have some and develop some that are going to help you starting out in a trade. That being said, let's hop into what is soft skill number 1 that you could have that will help you be successful in a trade just starting out. Be able to learn and retain information. This is highly crucial and highly important in many ways. Starting out in any trade you want to get into, it doesn't matter if that's a lineman trade, plumbing, electrician, welder, you name it, any trade, you're going to have to be able to learn and retain information. Yeah, you might have went to a vocational school and you might have gotten some 2-year degree with some certifications. It doesn't really matter. When you're thrown into a trade, there is thousands of things you're going to learn throughout 4 or 5 year period. To be able to learn day in and day out and retain the information that you're taught, there is many things to learn. So if you get into a specific trade like the lineman trade, there's many things that you will have to learn and retain the information, and that is very important. So when you show up to work in the morning or whatever day, and the foreman says, hey, today's job is we're going to be building and putting up a 3-phase Y delta transformer bank. If you learned that information already and you were able to retain the information, that makes you more of a valuable asset to the crew and shows that you actually care and your intent of wanting to be in that said trade is important. Soft skill number 1, being able to learn and retain information, extremely important. Soft skill number 2, Be able to show up on time to work and be reliable. Apparently, this is a big deal. I grew up with the mentality and I was taught if you're not 15 minutes early, you're 15 minutes late. That's how I've been driven, since I started working at a young age of 15 years old. I feel like this shouldn't even need to be said, but apparently it does need to be said. Showing up on time, if you start at 6 a.m., you shouldn't be showing up at 5:59. I personally say showing up early is on time and showing up on time is late. Get the gate unlocked, get the trucks unlocked, get the truck started and warmed up, get that cooler refilled with ice and water. There's plenty of things that you can do that aren't physical labor or work where you're going to get hurt. People would say, why would I show up to work early? I don't get paid till 6. Why am I going to show up at 5:30? It's not the fact of showing up at 5:30 and starting to work and not getting paid. That's not it at all. There's a lot of little small things that you can do. Just get the day started. As an apprentice, a groundman, someone just starting out, learning these little things is going to make a significant impact for when you're getting started in a trade. For soft skill number 2, be able to show up on time and be able to be relied on. Apparently people just take lunches in different trades that they just don't show back up to work. That's obviously not a good look. That comes in with being able to show up on time and be reliable. Soft skill number 3, attitude. Attitude is major. As I was explaining earlier in the video with soft skills, being able to have a positive, just good attitude when you show up to work is going to impact not only you, but everyone else on your crew. You'll notice if you're working in a crew culture like the lineman trade where you're working with 3 other guys, the one guy that's the negative Nancy, he brings down the attitude, the vibe of the whole entire crew. Don't be that guy. Be the guy that's positive, that tries to be, even if you're not inside happy, just try to put on a happy face, a positive vibe, because that's going to be extremely important getting started. We don't want an apprentice or a groundman to show up, he's all negative Nancy. We don't want that. We want someone to show up with a good positive attitude, and wanting to be at work. That's extremely important. And for soft skill number 3, having a great, positive, happy attitude is going to go a long way for you. All right, a few more soft skills that you could have develop. Communication is another big one. In a lot of trades, what you do on this end has a direct impact on what someone does on the other end, especially the lineman trade. Communication is extremely important. Starting out, if you have questions, ask. They always say there's no such thing as stupid questions. There is such thing as stupid questions, especially if you've asked that question 5 times and you've gotten the answer 5 times, then now at that point it's a stupid question because you're not learning. Communication, ask questions, what's going on, what the details of the job. Try to learn as much as you can, and that comes with communication. Communication is vitally important in most roles in any trade. Another soft skill, taking responsibility. Being able to take responsibility for your actions. If you screw up, just admit it. Like, yeah, man, I screwed up. Take responsibility. It's not too much to ask. If you screw up, if you make a mistake, just take responsibility. Even if maybe you did something fantastic and the foreman's like, who the heck did this? And he sounds pissed and you're like, I did it. And he's like, dude, fantastic job. You did an awesome job building that transformer. You did a really good job. The grounding wire looks good. All the stuff looks blah, 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 blah. It looks fantastic. Just take responsibility for anything you do. If someone asks, there's times I've taken responsibility that turned out to be negative and positive. Either way, taking responsibility is going to be another great soft skill to have. Know your role. Yet another great soft skill to acquire is knowing your role as a groundman or as an apprentice. Knowing your role to show up in the morning, get the gate and the trucks unlocked, trucks warmed up, cooler refilled with ice and water. Knowing your role to get to when you get to a job site, to get out, get the cones on the road, wheel chocks out, get the truck set up. Knowing your role to get material restocked every day after the job is complete. Knowing your role to fill out the tailboard. Knowing your role as a groundman, as an apprentice, as a helper, whatever your position is starting out, know your role. And if you don't know your role should be, ask the journeyman, ask someone on your crew, hey, I just want to know what should I be doing if we have downtime? There's always a saying, there's time to lean, there's time to clean. That's always something you can, if you don't know what to do and you guys just have downtime just sitting by the trucks, you can always reorganize material. You can always clean the trucks. There's always something for you to be doing. Just don't try to be on your phone. Another soft skill to have is know your role. With all that being said, that is a list of soft skills that you can have that will help you be successful in a trade starting out. There are other soft skills that you can acquire, but that list that I just explained are going to be ones that are going to help you specifically in the trades. And these are common soft skills, right? Communication, asking questions, know your role, take responsibility, be able to be reliable, show up to work on time, be able to learn and retain information. Those are all soft skills that are going to help you in any trade you get into from the very beginning. And these are soft skills that are going to help you be successful in a career long term as well. These aren't just things that are going to help you be successful starting out. These are soft skills that you should develop and have through your whole career. So hopefully you can learn from this video what a soft skill is and how soft skills can help you, and more importantly, what soft skills to have that are going to help you starting out in any trade. With Blueprint, I'm here to expose, teach, and educate you about blue collar career opportunities and things that'll help you in the skilled trades, like what are some hard skills and what are soft skills that will help you. With that being said, I'll catch you on the next one.